Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I just did a vlog this weekend that just went past. Or well, I attempted to do a vlog this weekend. Sorry, the dog is playing, so she's really hyper. Anyhow, yeah, so I did do a vlog this weekend, and in that vlog I explained, I don't know if it was this vlog or the one before, the video before that, that I did my meal prep, and I explained that I'm doing this 1 week at a time. Like I started with dinners, I'm gonna add lunch, and then I'm gonna do all of my meals, because I do have a goal that I want to get done for next year. For those of you who haven't seen my old video, or haven't, who are, or I guess I should say, for those of you who are new, the last few years I have had this goal that I was going to lose a bunch of weight and I was going to go and do a bikini competition, and I never did. I never stuck with anything. None of the plans I've stuck, like I just couldn't do it. And the reason is because I wanted to do those things. I wanted to lose the weight so that I could be small. I wanted to lose the weight so that I could look like I once did. And that didn't really give me the motivation to keep going. I would do it, I'd do good for like a week or two, and then I'd be super sore and not want to do it, or I would just be like, oh, I can afford to miss a day and it's not gonna hurt me any. However, when I did do those things, or I didn't stick to them, that was it. I was done. The number on the scale started to climb, and I just refused to keep going. I had set myself up for failure each and every time. I've never had like a good plan. Like I've had a plan, but not a realistic plan. So yeah, I wanted to sit down, and this is kind of like my accountability video. This weekend is supposed to be the weekend of the competition that I was supposed to be in. So I have a year to lose like 90 pounds. Not even 90 pounds, because I'm down from when I started. So it is a lot of weight. I am terrified of having loose skin. So I'm looking into ways I can kind of keep that to a minimum. I know that losing this much weight, I am 90% sure that I'm going to have at least some sort of loose skin. But there's always ways that I can get rid of that if it is a problem. I'm really conscious about right here on my arms, especially where I'm working as a nurse, and I'm always in like a t-shirt because I can't wear a long sleeve to work because it's too much. Moving patients around, and it's a lot of heavy lifting, and I can't wear a long sleeve shirt to work because I will overheat and I'll exhaust myself. So if it is in my arms, because I do have a lot of skin there now as it is, I'm looking into having a removal done. But yeah, that's like a year or so away. I'm not gonna get into that too much right now because I haven't made up my mind on it just yet. So we'll see what the results are in a year's time, I guess, and see if that's the plan, that's the way I have to go. If not, great. I would be super happy with not having to have anything cut off of me. However, into the plan itself, I wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing. I have taken apart 3 different programs that I have done. I've done the Beachbody program. I've done that for a while and it was working great, and then something medical came up and I stopped. Do I think that it would work in my schedule right now? Maybe the workout portion, but I've already gone supplements on another route. So I do have supplements through EPN. I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in learning more about them. They are the supplements I have been using and I have been seeing results, so I'm happy to keep supporting them. I do have a code. I will leave that down below as well. Excuse me. But yeah, I have like 8 or 9 supplements. So there's my protein, my amino greens, collagen, fat burner, BCCAs, like I have everything I need from EPN supplement wise. So the only thing that I'm taking that is not EPN, like from EPN themselves, is like my actual medication. So like my hypothyroidism, hypo. I do have my medication for that. I have my anxiety medication, and I have my fibromyalgia medication, which is a lot, but that's what I'm sticking to. I'm looking into vitamins right now. There's a few different companies that I'm looking into. I just want to make sure that I find the best one that works for me, because the no name or the Walmart brand, it's just not giving me enough, and I don't know how. Like, me and my doctors are working on figuring out what's best, especially with like my other medications and stuff, so and past history. So that's what we're working with. That's what I'm taking that way. Meal prep wise, I am following a low carb diet. I'm not taking it out completely because I do need carbs. But because I have a harder time losing the weight because of the hypothyroidism, carbs are extremely hard for me to break down. Dairy is extremely hard for me to break down. So I have to be careful on what I'm eating. So a typical morning, like a breakfast, if I'm home to eat breakfast, if I'm working a night shift and I'm coming home at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm not eating breakfast. But if I'm home and I'm eating breakfast, it is eggs, oatmeal, or bagel. Yeah, that's what it is. I do have a pill so that I can have the gluten and the dairy products, just because without them I can't. And there's just, I'm already on so much of a restriction, and I'm still learning what I can and cannot buy and eat. So not having to cut out all of the gluten and cut out all of, like, this just helps. So that's what I normally eat for breakfast. So eggs, I normally scramble them. Sometimes I'll boil them, but those are the only 2 ways I eat them. And then I have overnight oats, which it's just oatmeal, milk, some cinnamon, like I sprinkle cinnamon on top, and a little bit of caramel. And yes, I am very fully aware that that is just sugar, but it makes it taste better, and I only use a little bit, so I'm okay with that. Lunch lately has been soup for the last week because I've been sick. But today and yesterday I had some fish and some veggies, and that's probably what's going to be on the menu for next week, is just fish and veggies. I did have a little bit of rice, so that is where my carbs come in. And I am fully aware that vegetables are a carb, but I mean like heavy carbs. Dinner is relatively the same. It's a source of protein, lots of veggies, and I try to avoid the carbs because I don't want anything too heavy in my stomach going to bed. Now, if I am going to work, I will have carbs because I need that energy to pull me through the night. But if not, I try to avoid. Like, if I know I'm going to go to bed a few hours later, I will try to avoid the carbs. My snacks include protein and veggies. So either I will have some cheese and not crackers. So I make these little cheese cracker things just out of cheese. You just put them in the oven, and they make like little crackers. So I will have those, or I will have my carrots and dip. I have my celery, my cucumber and dip, or I'll have like a pepperoni stick, something that's not too crazy. Or I'll have a boiled egg if I feel like that's what I want. So yeah, my meal plan is very basic. It doesn't leave a lot of room for substitutions. Well, I guess technically dinner does, because there's no set like meat. But like instead of having fish for lunch, I can have shrimp or something like that. So and there is a reason why I'm eating the seafood, as opposed to just eating chicken every day for every meal. I need the fat that is in the seafood to keep me going. So that's what that is. I do still have a coffee in the morning, and in that coffee I have been putting my collagen in, because when it comes to like my protein shakes and everything like that, there's already so many things going in there that I just did not want to add another item to it. So to make it easier, I am taking my collagen, putting it in my coffee, and I have that every morning. That's my thing. As for the workout program itself, I printed it off so that I would have it, and I actually printed it off like a year ago, and it is the 5 weeks at home program by Heidi Summers. Some of you may know her as Buff Bunny. I will leave her channel down below. It's not sponsored, it's not partnershiped, it's just she's been the only consistent thing that I've done in like forever. I've continued to follow her and I support her by, you know, I love her leggings. Her leggings are so comfortable and they have pockets, and they're the only ones that I can get that do not bother me in my stomach. Like, I've bought other leggings and they all like roll down and cinch and they make that weird bump. These ones don't, so I will continue to buy them. But yeah, like I love her stuff. I love her message. And if you haven't seen her latest, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think of the word. Anyway, she did a shoot and she actually used her family and friends. Like, if you look at any other like clothing line, anything like that, they don't do that anymore. And it's really nice that she personalizes everything, so that's kind of cute. So anyhow, this is what I'm doing. It's 5 weeks. So I start it and I will end it on November 29th. And I've printed off like everything, so like what I need, you know, what my weeks are gonna be like, and yes, I've color coded it. Like, it goes into detail on what to do, how many to do, how many sets, so what you need. Yeah, and then at the end there's like, if you don't know how to do a certain thing, they tell you how to do it. So I do have that. And then I'm taking, so last year I attempted to do a Blogilates challenge, and before I had my son, so about 8 years ago, I had done her routine and I did get results. I loved her routine, but I find a lot of the stuff she's doing now is the same as what she did before, and my body's not reacting to that stuff anymore. So I needed to switch it up. I decided I was going to go through with Heidi's program. But to help me keep track, I'm using the calendars from last year that I got off the Blogilates site. So I do need to like change like the dates itself, but this I'm using so that I don't need to mark up my regular calendar because I already have enough stuff on that calendar, and this is the only way I will visually see if I did or did not do a workout, because I'm so busy that I can't remember if I've ate that day. So this is necessary for me. I also went ahead and took my paper that had from Beachbody that had like all of my measurements and stuff on it, and I redid my measurements so I know exactly where I'm starting. My son wanted to play the Xbox, so I decided I would leave just so that you guys can hear me better because he's loud. Anyhow, so like I said, I went over my measurements. I know exactly where I'm starting. So what's that? I've gone over my supplements, my meal plan, my workout plan. So the only thing left to talk about is where I currently sit and where I am planning on going. So my heaviest weight was 250. Before I had kids, so 11 years ago, I was like 120 pounds. I'm not looking to get back to where I was, because that was very unhealthy of me. For my height and my age, I should be between 160, like 150, 160, for a healthy weight. If I could hit that 160 goal, I would be over the moon, because that would be amazing to be in that healthy category. Because as of right now, when I go to my doctor, I am considered morbidly obese. I don't think that they should be using that word just yet, but that's where we're at. So I weighed myself today. I am sitting at 227.4. It's a very big number. Kind of scares me a little bit, but it's not the 250 where I started. So it's slowly coming off, and I know with a few different changes, a lot of it will come off pretty quickly. But again, most of it's going to be water weight. And it's that wall that when I hit that and I have to start working harder, that's going to be the challenge for me, because I tend to give up very, very easy. So yeah, I'm going to do a video probably every week, just kind of saying how things went, how my workout went. I'll probably do like a week vlog, maybe, like I'll show like clips of my workouts or something from every day and make it into a video and then just talk. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I do know that I need more accountability than I'm going to do this and then decide not to. Or get fed up because I didn't hit that goal that I had in mind. So I'm not setting out mini goals. I'm looking for consistency first. So sort of like with my meal prep, I started out this week with meal prepping 1 meal a day, and I meal prepped my dinner for the entire week. Thursday is the last of my meal prep, and then Friday I will go grocery shopping and do meal prep for lunch and dinner. This time around I will probably film it so that I can show you guys what I'm doing, other than just what I made for my meal prep. And even then, I only did a portion of it because, one, I underestimated the amount of meat that I had, and two, I didn't show you guys how I refilled those meals that didn't have the rice. So yeah, I need to be a little more clear with what I'm doing. That way I have more responsibility. Yeah, so if I look at where my heaviest weight to where my goal is, my actual finished goal for next October is 90 pounds. I'm already down like 20 pounds. Another 7 pounds, I'll be down 30. So I already have some, like I've already started. But once I start incorporating things a little bit more, I think a lot of it, some of it will come off pretty easy, I think. But it's hitting that plateau where I stop and just kind of think if it's worth it or not. So that's my plan. I'm gonna try and share everything on Instagram. I'm not very good on posting on Instagram. I used to be really good at posting like every day or a couple times a day, and now I just, by the time I do everything else, that's a lot of work and I don't feel like doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If you guys want more information on like why my weight got to where it is or anything like that, if you guys want to hear like a full story, let me know. I did do one on my other channel, but I've deleted it because I've deleted that channel. So if you haven't seen that one and you're curious on kind of what happened, what went on, what caused everything to get this bad, let me know and I will do another one. The other one didn't get very many views, so I just didn't bother keeping it. I just got rid of it. But yeah, here's to going after next year's goal. I will see you guys on Friday when I do my grocery haul and my meal prep video. Yeah, I will see you guys Friday.